Okay, so today I'm going to talk about my life being half Asian. My mother's family is Asian, but my father's are actually from South America. So, well, I've seen all these videos about people being complaining about themselves from being Asian and their parents. So, you know, it was pretty odd to me too, but not quite a usual Asian story because me being half Asian. So here it goes. Okay, my mother and their parents are Asian, and my father's are Latin American. So um, I lived with my grandparents and my mom because my grandparents didn't like my dad because of not being Asian. I know it's pretty weird. It really hurt me a lot, but anyways. So when I was little, they got me into school with all sorts of people. The American school right here, back in South America. And I didn't really hang out much with Korean people. And my mother used to speak to me in Spanish. So well, I learned really quick English at school, and uh, so I never really liked Koreans. So I never hanged out with them or Asian people. But my grandparents were like really, they're old and they're Asian, so they're like really into Asian stuff. So they were like, go to the Korean church, go to the Korean church, even though I have no clue how to speak Korean. So when I go, I just don't understand the shit. Anyways, um, people are arguing very much and people teasing Korean people, but I remember I used to like hang out with normal people. No, it's not that Asians are not normal, but Latin people or just American people. And when I was alone, I'd be like buying some stuff to eat. And Korean girls were like behind me and started talking bad about me, like insulting me in Korean, saying I was stupid for not knowing Korean, like right behind my back. And I knew what they were talking because I know just a little tiny bit of Korean. Well, I know the bad words and cursing and all that stuff. So um, I pretty much grew with kind of hate them. Not really hate because I was small. I was like 9, 8 years old. So okay, so living with my grandparents was really odd. I sometimes I don't know. So it was cool because my mom was there and my mom's really open-minded. I mean, she lets me smoke. I even had my tongue pierced once, but it got infected, so I had to take it out. I don't think you can see. Oh, okay. So, but when I was 12, starting teenagers, my mother went to Venezuela because she didn't really standing with my grandparents because they would control her like a lot, who is she dating and stuff like that. So she left me alone with them. And I won't lie to you, it was the worst years of my life from 12 to 16, It was really awkward because I mean, I saw all my friends like go out and just like saying, "Mom, I have to go out," and I'd have to beg my grandparents to give me permission. And they always, my grandmother always teased me about not liking kimchi and all those weird food, and why not hanging out with the Koreans. And I'd be like, "Well, I don't understand the shit what they're talking about. I don't even know Korean." And I never had a problem with grades because I never actually showed them my grades. My average grades were D's, D, like D, and they never really know. And when my teachers wanted to talk with my parents, I'd make them call my mom back there in Venezuela because my mother is really open. I mean, she didn't grow up in Korea or stuff like that. And some funny facts about me. All Asian people are supposed to know piano. Okay, so my grandfather made me go to these piano lessons. I just lasted 2 weeks because my teacher wouldn't stand me anymore because I'd be complaining about everything. Then liking kimchi. I hate kimchi. I hate Korean food. I mean, I like rice. I like rice such as I like potatoes, It's not like, ooh. and smelling weird. I actually smell pretty well, People tell me that, but I remember when I had friends going to my house, people would be like, "Why does it smell so weird?" And I'd be like, "I don't know." But that's when I realized they do smell pretty funny. Anyways, what else? Being good grades. Yeah, most of them get good grades, except me. I have actually failed a lot of classes in my life, a lot. Wishing to go to good colleges. I don't think I'm gonna get in any. But anyways, I guess they just have to be like good with elders and I don't know, they're just so respectful about everything. And I think that's actually great, but it really pissed me off because I was like a real teen. I mean, I was like 15 and all those stuff. And I wasn't really understanding what their point was. So one time I went to the mall with my boyfriend and friends, and I was 15. Well, I'm actually 17 now, so it's not like a really big deal. Okay, we went to the mall, and I was with my boyfriend and some bunch of friends, and my grandfather would be like, "I'll take you there." I'm like, "No," and he'd be like, "Yes, please," and I'd be like, "Okay." He took me there, and I hadn't realized he had actually stayed there, and I was like making out with my boyfriend, and my grandfather didn't know that I was with a boyfriend. My mother did know, but he didn't, and he'd be like, he looked at me and I'd be like, "Oh shit," and he'd scream at me in front of everyone. I mean everyone, and I'd be so embarrassed. And he made me go to the car and go home. It was one of the worst days of my life. So it was really not fun. And I think, yeah, they have beat me a lot of times, but there were some times that instead of being like, like all Asian girls who were like, "Okay, okay, I just run out of my house because I can't stand them." So that's why when I turned 17, which I am now, I I went to Venezuela with my mother, and here I am. But this video was actually to explain people why why Asians are not like the I don't know how to explain it, but there's no stereotypes for Asian really because everyone is kind of different. But be gentle to them because I'm sure like they suffer a lot because I remember they used to tease me when I was little for not knowing Korean, but now I just like hang out with my friends and there'd be a bunch of Asian kids and people would just start teasing at them like saying, "Oh, you have no eyes." And I mean, I am Asian too, look at my eyes, but they won't tease me because I mean, I talk like them and I don't know, I'm just like them, I guess. So they'll start teasing Asian people, and I'd be like right back of my friends. Well, I don't even talk to them, like I don't start teasing them, but I feel really bad about them because I think I should do something, but I don't know. It's really I don't wanna be like the heroes things like that, but you know, well that's all I wanted to say. Be nice to Asians.